When you first dive into the world of languages, the first challenge you will ever encounter is what language to choose as a second language. There are many great options out there, so many great languages with a lot of different cultures attached to it. And I'm not saying that there are any bad options as a second language. To me, every language is worth knowing, no matter how many people speak it. But I do say that there are better options than others when it comes to a second language. Today, I am going to help you make that choice by telling you why French is a great second language to learn. Little side note here, I'm assuming that all of you are native English speakers. Hi, my name is Luca Leandri. I am passionate about languages and about teaching French. My goal is to make French accessible to everyone and to prove that it is not a hard language to learn. Now, if you embark that journey that is learning French, please consider subscribing to my channel as I will be doing more videos like this. And consider following me on TikTok as I post daily videos on there. Alright, let's get started. The reason number one why French is a great second language to learn is that it's not too discouraging, and that's a great point for a first language to learn consciously. French has around 50% of lexical similarity with English because it influenced the English language a lot in the past several hundred years. So it doesn't make it too hard for you as a first comer to the language to kind of figure out the meaning of sentences when you read them at first, and when you get better at comprehension when you listen to them. Yet French is still super challenging. I mean, every language is challenging at some point because it doesn't share the same grammar and syntax as English. So it will be challenging but not discouraging. The reason number two is that there are so many French speakers in the world. There are around 300 millions scattered around the globe, in almost every continent actually. And the fun part about that is that you get to choose what accent you want to learn. You can learn French from Canada, Switzerland, Belgium. I'm biased and I will tell you that you should learn French from France, but the choice is yours. There are many great options. The reason number three why French is a great second language to learn is that it will introduce you to new grammar concepts gradually. I'm talking about genders, the subjunctive mood that works differently in the Romance languages, the composed tenses, and other notions that you will need for other languages. Now, the reason why I'm saying gradually is because we don't read every letter we see in French. Many of them are silent. So, for example, with the verb marcher at the imperfect tense, it would give je marchais, tu marchais, il marchait, on marchait, il marchait. And it all sounds the same, right? But it's not written the same way every time. At some point, you will need to know, you will study the grammar in depth. But at first, you don't need to know that. That's why I'm telling you it's gradual. The reason number four is that once you know French, it's a breeze to learn Spanish or Italian. Those three languages are Romance languages and they share a lot of lexical similarities. And their syntax and grammar is not the same exactly, but it's pretty similar. So it will be easy for you to switch from French to Spanish and then Spanish to Italian. I will give you an example here. If you want to say when in French, it is quand, in Spanish, cuando, and in Italian, quando. It doesn't sound exactly the same, but once you see them written down, you can tell they come from the same root. The reason number five is that there are tons of resources out there. You will get your questions answered and you will be able to fact check stuff easily. And there is a lot of great media for you to consume. We have many creative people in France or that speak French, and they make amazing content on TV shows or music you can listen to, YouTube channel you can discover. It's really amazing. Reason number six is that it will make you unlock some really interesting sounds with your mouth, phonetically speaking. We place our tongue in a very particular way. We don't say the consonants and vowels the same way as in English. So being able to master those French sounds, like the nasal ones, like un, will really make you capable to learn more different sounds, more difficult sounds. And some sounds in French are also found in Germanic languages, such as r, u, and e. And lastly, learning French will make you fall in love with languages, and I can say this with confidence. French is an amazing language. The culture behind it is amazing. The history is so interesting. Not so bright at some point, but very, very interesting. And that's stuff you can't really know unless you speak the language. You don't find out how people live and think exactly from one culture unless you speak the language of that culture. And I think that's very important that you find out what language learning is about. It's not about impressing people or shocking natives. It's about communicating with people, finding out how they live, what they think, how they think. And French will really showcase this to you. Well, any language, but I think French particularly. Thank you for watching my video till the very end. I had fun scripting it and presenting it to you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you learned something new. And I will make more videos like this in the future. So consider subscribing. And I will tell you à bientôt.